This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, Louisville's head coach told me before the game, this is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Sooners headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Fielded in the end zone, it's Richardson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air on first down. Now adjusting. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
And the crowd starting to rise up on this early 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And that's a welcome sight for this defense, man. You got 4 sacks last week. They talked about it. Getting to the quarterback, pressuring him, making him feel uncomfortable. To do it on the first drive, to set the tone, to show him we're coming just like we were last week. It's a good start by this defense.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Got enough for the first. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Handoff to Xavier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
To the air, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Ready, go! They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Rides to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got.
He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Robinson. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Going to the run, it's Robinson. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
You know, games have ebbs and flows to them, and good things happen and bad things happen, but everything is going this offense's way on this drive. This thing has been textbook. Really nice cadence by the play caller. He's mixing in different looks, keeping this defense on their heels.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going. Continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs to stop mad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They've got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Looking to fire. Scrambling away. The screen, by definition, is slow developing. That was just a little too slow.
Yeah, quarterback just held on to it a split second too long. You want to invite the rush to you as a quarterback when you're executing that play, but you've got to be able to get rid of it, and you've got to be able to negotiate the rush and somehow, some way, find a way to get that receiver or running back the ball in his hands, and QB couldn't get it done.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
4 wide receivers on 2nd and inches. They might try to take a shot. They'll keep it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Sooners want to move quickly.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Grabbed behind the line, it's Avant. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Avant. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown Sooners! Into the end zone for 6.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Coming out with it, it's Richardson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Skinner. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Hand off Isaac Brown. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. Fires to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So just a lack of discipline, and on fourth down, too, just hands this offense a 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. That's caught. It's Sategna. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and he's stopped after a pickup of 14, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down. With the catch, it's Skinner. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Gonna take a shot at this DB. intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Looking for more room.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going.
Makes the grab. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big game.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle.
And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking to fire. Takes the easy one to the back. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
To advance on the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's Sategna. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. has to throw it again. Trying to escape and get it himself.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's a give to Robinson. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the number 14 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Flames coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Mateer. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires left. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down, playing the pass, now forcing a second down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on first down.
Wants to fire on second down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area, and they forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here, it'd make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI.
Finding some room. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Handoff to Xavier.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Got it. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This
just keeps moving. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Fires to the middle. It's complete. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. To the edge, it's Avant. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
To the air on second down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And the stomping has commenced. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they've put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they turn it into a defensive score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Skips away from pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Foley. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Doc, check! Doc! Punch! Eagle!
Wants to throw it again. Escapes the pressure to his right. He makes a catch. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Moves away as he feels pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Could be an alley. The 10! Touchdown, Oklahoma! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Fielded in the end zone. It's Richardson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads it left. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Looking to scramble. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run, turning it on. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry up.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. The quick out. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on 1st down and a quarterback hit on 2nd down. Got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. On target over the middle. The Sooners looking to convert on 4th down. The offense changing the play. From the red zone, it's Avac. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what we've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keep...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Cardinals want to crank the tempo. You always hear, put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. That, my friend, was a stab. That was incredible.
It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines.
Well, we know these are two very highly recruited guys at quarterback and at wide receiver, and they've experienced their lumps a little bit early this year. Still figuring out. The timing hasn't been great between them, and that's a big reason why they've already lost a couple of games early this year. But It just takes one. It takes one game for everything to just click. And if these guys can hook up a few times in this one, get that confidence, that mojo going, you just get the feeling this offense really can take off.
They wrestle him down after a pickup of 11 yards on the play, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
Flag! Iron! Iron! Venom! Venom!
Gonna look downfield again. Starting to feel a little pressure. Makes the grab. It's Foley. Hard-hitting tackle. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the scoreboard.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figure